What up? Welcome to a new week of videos. This week we're doing the concert tag, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. I think it's going to be fun filming this video. I've had a lot of concert experiences, so yeah! Please feel free to ignore my subtle farmer's tan from when I was in Florida and I got sunburned and I'm pale. Okay, let's just hop right into this thing. How many concerts have you been to, and can you name them all? I'm going to be straight up and say no, I cannot name them all, because I've gone to so many Winter Jams, which is a Christian music tour. I've gone to Praise in the Park, which is also another Christian concert thing that takes place in my town, actually. For any of you Christian music listeners, maybe you listen to K-Love, I don't know. I was raised into this, so that's a thing. So I've seen Newsboys, of course New Song, because they do headline Winter Jam. I've seen Hawk Nelson. I have seen Building 429 plenty of times. I've worked merch for them. They're really sweet guys. I've seen Skillet 3 times. I know they're big in the rock industry as well, and they are amazing live. I will say that. Their pyro is incredible. One time when I saw them, I was on like the 3rd level, like the 2nd balcony level, because the way that the venue is set up, it's like floor and then there's like the 1st level like risers, and then it's like 1st balcony, 2nd balcony. And so I was all the way up on like the 2nd balcony, like 3rd floor of seats, up like at the balcony. I was at the bottom of that area, but I was all the way across the venue, and the pyro was so intense I could feel the heat from where I was standing slash sitting slash it was hot. I have also seen Colton Dixon, who is one of my favorite Christian artists. Of course, he was on American Idol. I've seen Hunter Hayes. I've seen Aaron Carter. I've seen Lynyrd Skynyrd, John Michael Montgomery, Family Force 5. I've seen them 3 times, I think. 3 times or 2 times? I've seen them either twice or 3 times, I can't remember. I've been to too many concerts, obviously. What was your first concert? That would be Lynyrd Skynyrd when I was 2 years old, and I do not remember that whatsoever. The first concert that I remember going to was John Michael Montgomery, and I was 3. I just remember my dad wouldn't let me sit on his shoulders, and so there was a bald man standing in front of us, and he let me sit on his shoulders, and his head was very sweaty. Have you ever had floor seats? Praise in the Park is in the park, obviously. It's all floor seats. Ground seats, I have gotten up to the stage, I mean, yes. Also, whenever I saw Colton Dixon, I was like 3rd row-ish. Same with Aaron Carter. When I saw Hunter Hayes, I was with my friend, my cousin, who is in a wheelchair, so we were in the handicap accessible area, which was like the corner of the stage. I miss Hunter Hayes. I want to see him again. Really bad. Have you ever been front row? At that concert in the water park, there was this Christian rapper, B. Reith, and I remember I had went to church camp one summer, or that summer actually, and there was this song of his that we played every night to get everybody pumped for worship and such, and it stuck with me, and it, like, he's a rapper, and so that was like one of the first rap songs that I actually learned, and so I was so excited to see him at that show at the water park, and whenever he played that song, I was the only one there out of like 250 teenagers who knew that song, and so I like jumped up from my seat and just like ran center stage, just kind of stood there like front row. I know the words to this. I am the weirdest human being. I don't know why I'm allowed in public. Can you name every performer and opening acts? No. Just no. I do have a Spotify playlist that I can probably try to link in this video in the description someplace. I don't know. I do tend to keep a running tab of everybody that I see, all the songs that I've seen live, and so I'll try to figure out how to leave a link to that because there's my list. I cannot name it like off the top of my head, and I'm not about to like turn on my laptop just to read you the list of people that I've seen in concert because that might take a while. Have you ever been pulled on stage by a performer? No. Just no. 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 Have you ever met the performers before or after a show? I have met John Cooper and Corey Cooper from Skillet backstage whenever I was working merch for Building 429 that year. John's really sweet. I also met him again last year and still really sweet. That was after the show. I've met Family Force 5. I've met Building 429 on multiple occasions. I met Colton Dixon. He actually recognized me from Twitter. That was, I think I've said this before in a video. That was the highlight of my life, I feel. Just, hey, I remember you, Haley, right? Yeah. Yeah, hi. Hi. He was so sweet. He hand-hugged me. I've never been like starstruck or anything though. I remember the first time I met Building 429, I was like, oh my gosh, they're real. I've listened to them since I was a kid. Once I got up there, I asked the lead singer for his hat, and every time I see him, I do this, and he like knows me for that. I'm just like, good to see you again. Still want your hat. You should hand that thing over. It's a fedora. I don't know why I want his fedora. It's got a feather. He rocks it. I have a picture of me on Facebook somewhere wearing that hat because he just like plopped it on my head for a picture one time, and I'm just like, homie, you're sweaty. I don't want your sweaty hat on my head. Ugh. Thanks, Jason. Fave concert you've been to? Either Hunter Hayes or Colton Dixon. Hunter Hayes, I had been waiting since 2011 to see him. I saw him in 2014? No, 2013. I saw him in 2013. And he recognized me from Twitter because I had been like there from the start, and he just kind of noticed me from the stage and like came over and sang Part of Wanted to me, and I was just like, homie, you got me. Worst seats you've ever had? At Winter Jam one year, my group was really late getting there, so we were like really far back in line, and so by the time we actually got in, everything was so filled up. We ended up sitting behind the stage. They did have screens up so we could see what was happening in front of the screens, but we couldn't actually see the bands themselves. We had to watch everything on the screens from behind the stage. Best seats you've ever had? Again, probably either Colton or Aaron Carter. Both. I just kind of shoved my way to the front. I'm fairly short, like 5'3½", so tall people tend to take pity on me so I can see over them. Except at Aaron Carter, there was like some 6-foot-something dude standing right in front of me. Dude. It was a guy standing right in front of me, like screaming his head off at Aaron Carter, and I'm like, I can't see! And he kept stepping on my foot as well, and that was a bad experience, but it was a good concert, and that was a good spot to be in, at least. What's the longest you've ever waited outside of a venue? Probably 4 hours. How much merch do you own? Simple answer, too much. Other simple answer, not as much as I used to. I have way too many t-shirts and CDs and autographs and signed pictures and all of that stuff. I just farted. Best opening act you've seen? That's easy. That would have to be The Real Hooks. They're a band from Florida that opened for Aaron Carter, and I had watched some of their stuff on YouTube beforehand, and I was like, they're not bad, but not like somebody that I could see myself fully getting into. And then I saw them live, and I was like, where has this band been my whole life? I still really dig their music. They're pretty incredible. Check them out. I don't know, just YouTube The Real Hooks. They're great. Worst opening act you've ever seen? Well, there is like a local band that opens for a lot of like Praise in the Parks that I don't actually like, but they're not bad, they're just not my type of music, you feel? What opening act would you go to see on their own tour? Once again, the real hooks, like, dudes, ladies, I want to come see you guys again. I'm acting like they're gonna watch this video. Maybe I'll send it to them. Hey Kyle, hey Nick. Go on tour. Hit me up. I want to go see you guys again because you're kind of great. Doesn't go anywhere near me just to spite me because of my embarrassment. Any concerts coming up? Yes, I am going to see 21 Pilots on August 5th, and I could not be any more excited. I love that band so much, and I've waited for not as long as a lot of people, but it'll have been about 1.5 years at that point that I've been a fan of them. And so I am super, super pumped to see them, and I really hope that they play Heathens live. They're doing Kitchen Sink, they're doing Addict with a Pen, they're... oh my goodness. I'm gonna cry, I already know. I can't wait. And lastly, do you own anything from an artist? No, not really, no. I don't think I do. I've never caught any picks or drumsticks or t-shirts, water bottles, any of that actually. I don't own anything. I just have autographs and pictures and such with them. I mean, if that counts, but eh. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and let's be friends. I will see you guys next week. Stay rad. Bye, friends. No pet electricity.